down debt after 1 year, how much debt have you paid down? Hold on, real quick. How much debt do you have? Just give me a hypothetical. We don't have to count it. Is that it? Give me a real number. You got cars, you got credit cards, you got student loans.
Got a house.
You got, yes, you got debt, right? I'm not talking about like your 18-year-old spouse who's on charge for how much? 250? Okay, we got 250,000 in debt. That's why you work so hard on your debt, because you paid debt, right? And let's say that 60 grand of that is consumer debt. Okay? Now, after year 1, how much debt did you really pay off putting that extra $100 in?
$1,200.
$1,200
Minus interest.
minus your interest. Okay? If you saved, how much do you have?
1,200 plus interest.
1,200 plus your interest. With $100 a month, I just showed you if you die in 1 year, how much does your family get, Bob?
400,000.
400,000.
Under which scenario would your family be best off after year 1?
I can tell you that.
Isn't that a movie? Bob, you would. Okay, let's fast forward because I'm showing you a 35-year term, right? So let's fast forward 20 years down the road. Okay, how much debt would you have paid off? Hey, you would have paid down 24,000 minus interest. So, question for you: would you still have debt?
Yep.
So then what? You just died. Your income's gone. Now she has a funeral on top. How's she gonna get by if she wasn't doing it in the first place on 2 incomes? She had debt. How's she gonna do it on 1 income? And she still has $226,000 worth of debt, right? Minus interest.
Even take it to 30 years or.
Okay. 24,000 plus interest. 20 years down the road, how much do you guys think a funeral might cost? Probably not 10,000 anymore, right? So let's say 20 years down the road, a funeral costs 20 grand.
Burn them, save your money.
I'm not a fighter.
Think about it.
500
So
bucks.
everything you saved, you're back down to pretty much nothing, even if the money doubled or tripled in that time. How is that going to pay off the mortgage? So how well prepared is your family at that point?
But Jolene, I have to die to get that. I mean.
You want me to kill you now? Just kidding.
Well, what you can ask is, well, do you know the day of death? You know your time of dying?
Yeah, do you know the date of your death? Think of this, fast forward, let's even go down to 30 years. Okay, are you still better off? Okay, so this is why if you talk to any financial expert, they're always going to tell you when you're building a house, you need to start with your foundation. If you were to die and you had chosen the best option, which is where you need to be putting your money first, would that take care of all of the debt plus the funeral
And
have money left over?
Yeah.
So can you see how that's a much better scenario for the family? So you start with your life insurance, then you work on your debt. Why debt next? Why not saving after that?
Because your debt's eating away at your savings regardless of what you're.
How much do most people pay in interest on their debt?
Over what they're getting on their savings.
12 to 24.
If you're paying anywhere from 12 to 24% interest on your credit cards and debt, why would it make any sense to invest in an investment where you might get anywhere from 5 to 12%? You're doing 3 steps forward and 5 steps back every single time, right? So we work on the debt next, and then we're going to work on our savings. And then the last thing is put a roof over your head and make sure that you don't outlive your income. Okay, that is how most people build. Now, in the mix of this, where does like an emergency fund, your budget, and your will go? Does it go here, here, here? Where?
the debt.
With the debt.
Okay, so it goes right after here. It's right in between here. So you're going to create a will, an emergency fund, and a budget right here. Because an emergency fund, according to Dave Ramsey, should be at least how much? $1,000 bucks. But in our company, an emergency fund, we tell people to go one step further and do 3 months of income, correct? So that if something does break down, you're not going into further debt. You're getting yourself bulletproof starting from step 1, okay? Then you do your savings. Now, where should a child's education expenses go?
It's a chimney.
After the savings.
It's right here, okay? So your own retirement first, because your kids are probably not gonna come back and retire you. Unless you teach them Primerica, it might happen,
My
right?
mom's planning on it once I get there.
But for the most part, can your kids go and get scholarships, grants? So you start with your own, make sure you're set up, and then you help your children, so this is education savings. And that's the proper way to build a financial house. See, most people just need the education, you guys. Most people are just waiting for somebody to tell them the right way. So we have to be the ones that have the guts to tell them that they're not doing it the right way. We don't walk into a home and if someone's like, no, like I've been doing it this way my whole life, well, where's that gotten you? You know, you have to have the courage to say, listen, you've been doing this your whole life. If I can teach you a better way, are you open to switching if you can do it a better way? Because there's a better way. You don't need to if you implement what I'm going to teach you, you'll be better off long term. So, Bob, Mike, can you see how it makes sense to put that $100 towards your life insurance first? Yeah. Do you have any other questions or anything else that holds you back from being able to protect your family today? Okay, what's your height and weight? Then you go straight into the application and get started. Okay?
Are you in between?
Here, come in these legs for me.
Does that help? Does that help everyone?
If you don't wanna tell me,